Benchmark.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, a lane opens here. He's past the 30. They, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Dang. Whew.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders.
Number 26, Miles Sanders.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
He's 7 guys now. Excuse me.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Oh no.
They go play action with Hurts. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice
6-point game.
You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
By Leonard Williams.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Hurts. Jalen Hurts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try to find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
7, Giants nothing.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Daniel Jones.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot. Yeah,
there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
No! We gotta do our job, man! Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Jalen Hurts sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Barnett got his hand in there like BG did. Or BG came around and smacked it out. Let's go, BG!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Here's Sanders.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
33-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
And 9 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Isaiah White. Daniel
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on second and long. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 11.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. On 1st and 10, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Jones pass.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick 1st down as well.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well. One being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Letting one go deep here for he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Jones pass.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley, the ball.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Daniel Jones sacked.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Jones' pass complete to number 8.
Rob Gronkowski.
Touchdown.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Eagles 10.
And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
That's good.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Number 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The stop by Justin Ellis.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Hurts pass. Complete to Miles Sanders. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Makes the score Giants 14, Eagles 13.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Saquon Barkley on the handle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
By Brandon Graham. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Saquon
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
23 yards the pickup there.
Complete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Jones. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 21-13, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Jalen Hurts sacked.
Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jalen Hurts.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. That's for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
They get the forward pass. Offense.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
At the Eagles' 5-yard line.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So now it's the Eagles' turn. Trailing in this one now. 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
from the gun, it's Hurts.
The 13-yard line.
Gonna throw right side here, complete.
That's good.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here.
Is on for the point after.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. Just a 4-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. 25 seconds to go. They must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Kick is recovered.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice.
Talking to roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that doubt I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You in the keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10. crowd scream, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose ones to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
See, like, I mean,
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect?
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Prescott's pass complete to.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Prescott's pass.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a 2nd-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Steps away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
There's the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Dallas.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Draw play. Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Graham.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage. Left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play action with Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Miles Sanders. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For an Eagle.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yes. It's obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ryan Suckup.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hurts on the kick.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. To be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Makes this score Cowboys 7, Eagles 3.
So they do get 3 points, but
obsession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboys.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
What did they call that on?
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Elliott, toss right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Prescott now on 2nd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A gain of 12.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A 7-yard
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And looking at this situation. Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Jalen Hurts, sack.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. Hurts. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That's a
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Cowboys take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
7, Eagles 3.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. In uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-28, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 30-24 was the final. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24 yards.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far,
Yo, what the fuck? Can you get that? Why are you going anywhere? Because it's on too.
to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
On to Hurts. Sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hurts pass.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensive. They haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Jalen Hurts.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job. Still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fighting through. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down. Right.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
The Eagles take over.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
23
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Jalen Hurts. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Eagles.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Number 21, Ezekiel Elliott.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cowboys.
10th carry now for Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Elliott again, the ball carrier.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott, and this one quickly to Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 34-yard.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.